Yo, 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 what's good, everybody? It's your boy Duck Zone 503, man. And I'm in a new setting. I just moved, as you can see. But hey, man, we're back after a couple weeks. And man, do I got a banger for you. I got 2022 4-star commit Devon Jackson in the building. Say what's up, man.
Bro, what's good? What's good? Glad to be here.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming through, spending some time to lock in, man. Let's get to know you a little bit. I like to do interviews with the players that commit, with this 2022 class, get as many as I can in to get a feel for them as a person and as a player and their mentality about the game a little bit. So just to introduce him a little bit, he's 6'2", 200 pounds. I got my information off 247 Sports. I know sometimes they can, mess with the numbers on you a little bit. Does that sound correct? 6'2", 200?
I'm probably closer to the 210 mark now,
Okay.
but was probably very beginning of the season, summertime. So I gained a little weight since then, but
Yeah.
6'2", to 200, 210, that area. So
That's
but
good to
yeah.
hear, man. That's good to hear. I heard you talking to I forgot who you were talking to, but I was watching an interview last night and you were talking about how you wanted to put on muscle, but not too much to where it would slow you down. So
Yeah, so like for me, it's not about being 240 pounds, 200 and whatever pounds, you know what I'm saying? Like for me, I'm usually the fastest. Well, previously I was the fastest on the field, but now I'm going to college, that's not the case. You know what I'm saying? Usually the fastest on the field is usually the corners or the safeties. But for me, still being one of the fastest linebackers, that's like my advantage. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how even when you watch my tape, I use that to my advantage, in my game. So why would I put on a bunch of muscle and take that away from my game? You know what I'm saying? Like that, me without speed, it just wouldn't be me. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, 100%. That's your play style.
I just put on natural weight and then, see what, how much I weigh from there.
Yeah, 100%. It's your natural play style. I mean, like I used to play basketball and stuff, and that's like asking a point guard to, switch positions or something like,
Right,
it's just
right.
you can't just do a different play style, and that's your strength. That's how you're going to use it. So yeah, it totally makes sense. But that's good that you're adding a little bit of weight, trying to add to your frame a little bit. And, as you grow and mature a little bit, that's definitely, you're going to fill in naturally. So, just do your thing and keep that. So that's good to hear. You played linebacker at Burke High School out of Omaha, Nebraska. You're listed as the number 10 linebacker in the 22 class and the number 1 player in Nebraska, man. Congratulations on that.
Appreciate
Yep.
it.
You're known as one of the fastest linebackers in your class and you run track well. I just wanted to give my my audience a little background on you before we start talking. So let's go ahead and get knowing you just a little bit, just kind of a little bit off football, a little bit onto football, but just want to know, what age did you start playing football?
Tackle football, I started playing at age 10. So
Okay.
I'm a little later than a lot of people, but I started playing. I've been around football my whole life. My dad played football. Um, he, both my parents were actually athletes. My
Nice.
mom ran track. Both my parents went to the University of Illinois. My dad played football there. He was part of that 2002 Big Ten championship team.
Nice.
Um, One of the
Awesome.
best safeties of all time there. My mom also ran track. I think she had like one of the fastest indoor track times there in the 60s. So I don't know which number, but I know she's like up there in the top 10 still. So I come from an athletic family, competitive family. So, but my grandfather coached football for 30 years. So I've been around the game since I was born, you know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's awesome, dude. Like, yeah, if it runs in the genes, it was meant to be all your life, pretty much. You know what I mean? You're
yeah.
very fast, man. That's awesome. You also run track, if that's correct, right?
Yes,
Do
sir.
you plan running track at Oregon?
I don't know. Did you get a little insight, I guess, too? Me and my dad are flying out to Eugene tomorrow.
Oh,
So
okay.
I'm going there. I'm going out for my official
Okay.
with
Is that going to be
with Dalen.
is that going to be your first visit, or how many, is this going to be your second visit, or?
This is gonna be my second visit, but
Mm,
with the new whole coaching staff, you get
yeah.
that official visit back.
Okay.
So
So you
I'm going
mean
to this
the new
week.
coaching staff?
Yes, sir, this weekend. And then I'll
Okay.
be actually heading to school in March.
Oh,
So
in March. Okay. Awesome, dude. That sounds awesome,
so
man.
I'm already signed and all that, obviously. So it's just like for this weekend's more like just meet the coaches and
Yeah.
make sure
Just
I'm getting like all the workout plans, set until I actually get there. So last time I didn't get to go to the track facility, so I'm gonna make sure I get to go see the track facilities this time too, and try,
Okay.
meet the track coaches if I can.
Oh yeah, most definitely, man. Yeah, check it all out, man. I remember going as a kid, man, and just I go every so often when I can. I'm up in Portland, so I go when I can. I don't live in Eugene. I'm about 2 hours away as Portland to Eugene, so I go when I can. But man, yeah, the campuses are just something else, and the facilities, I never seen other facilities. I never really been, to other. I've been to Washington, University of Washington, but Oregon's known for like having the best facilities, the best gear. That's what we're known for. So, to be a D1 athlete and to go visit, man, it's got to be amazing. It's got to be amazing.
Most definitely. I mean, obviously, your decision is way more than that, but definitely, I mean, you get brand new jerseys every year, brand new stuff every year. I mean, what else do you want? So.
Yeah, most definitely. Speaking about that, man, what are like? Can you list 3 reasons for me why you like playing football?
Well, I like hitting people. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. Like
Most
it's
definitely.
just fun. And not a lot of people, like a lot of people want to score touchdowns and be the flashy guy. But for me, like the linebacker is the quarterback of the defense, and that's flashy enough for me. I don't need a bunch of cameras in my face and all that for me to be satisfied with the game. But like I said earlier, the corners or safeties are probably the fastest on the field, and the D line is probably the biggest and strongest. So what that leaves a linebacker, you got to be the heart of the defense. You know what I'm saying? And that's
100%.
where I feel like a linebacker is like truly like you got to have the heart of a lion to like run the true defense, like to run like the defense Dan Laney had. Like those linebackers had to be those type of linebackers, and that's why some of them is going super high in the draft. You know what I'm saying? Like you need those type of linebackers, and hopefully I can become one of those linebackers, and be having the room can we all can have that lion of a heart. So.
Yeah, 100%. Linebacker, they're right there in the middle. They're calling the shots. They're watching the D line. You're definitely right. They're the heartbeat of that defense. And with Dan Lanning's defense, man, and your speed, I'm very, watching that championship game and watching those guys come off the edge and the different schemes that he had. I feel like Dan Lanning, he's a new head coach, but watching that championship game and him as a defensive coordinator, he's not going against, no chumps on the other side. That was Bill O'Brien and Nick Saban's offense that he defended pretty damn well. And him being a new head coach, a lot of Oregon fans are talking, I guess the question about him is, well, it's his first time as a head coach. How well is his play calling? Man, I have no doubt this guy's going to do well with that. And especially with the linebackers we have with you, Flo, Sewell, the speed with you guys, it's going to be great. And one thing that is going to be great with your speed is how well you can cover the pass, because one thing that Oregon did struggle with this season is covering in the middle. So I'm hoping that this coaching staff and the scheme and you guys can really lock in on that and get that shirt up.
I'm telling you right now, I can do it all. I promise you that. I can do it all. I'm listed as a linebacker. To me, I consider myself a defensive player. Like even on my film, you see me rushing the passer a lot. Obviously, I can do that. But for me, being as fast as I am, like I feel like I can cover, damn near any tight end. You know what I'm saying? Or if you even want me to cover solid shoes, now granted, I don't want to do that all the time. But if you need me to do that for a couple plays, I can do that definitely. You know what I'm saying?
100%.
So yeah, I feel like I'm a 3-down linebacker where it's like you never have to take me off the field. Like you can literally throw me in any situation and I can do it.
Yeah, watching your film, I definitely agree with that, man. I think, you could, I think that personally as a fan, I think Oregon, their linebackers are really talented. And I think, it had to do with a little bit of scheme. This is just me personally, my opinion, but that's why when they signed you and I looked at your tape and how fast you were as a linebacker, I was really excited about, you coming in, because I feel like, one thing for Oregon's defense as a whole and how you would fit is, you could cover really well and you could do all things well. I've seen the tape, your speed, you can get right around linebackers and all that. And, you're just going to add to your frame and it's going to make you even stronger and you're going to be a beast, dude. I have no doubt about it. How about your music taste, man? What do you like to listen to before the game?
I like to get, well, first, it depends like how many more minutes before the game. If it's like a long time before the game, I listen to like, I don't know, like my calmer music.
Okay.
I don't know, like the raw wave type flow music.
Okay.
But like when it gets closer to game time, then that's when you turn on the young
Yeah.
boys
Turn it up. Yeah.
and yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's when
Yeah.
that's just me.
Mhm.
But that's my music taste.
Hell yeah, yeah. I always like to ask people, what's the music taste? What do you like to listen to? Because when I played basketball and stuff, music was like one thing that got me in the zone for sure. So what's one word that describes you? If you had to really think about it, like one word that would describe you as a person or a football player, whatever you want to choose.
Intelligent.
Intelligent.
Um,
Okay.
yes, because I don't just I know even in my senior year, like I don't sometimes even my mistake as playing, I don't necessarily go because I'm thinking. I'm thinking like where's the running back lined up? You know what I'm saying? On the field. Like how's the receivers lined up? You know what I'm saying? Then that's part of me, my coach got into it like Devon, just go. Like don't be thinking about it. But it's like, hey, I think this coming, coach. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I would say intelligent, even as a person, like I'm a deeper thinker. I don't just think like for the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like how is this going to affect me in the future? You know
That's
what
a
I'm
great way
saying?
to think,
If
man.
if 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 me doing this, whatever I'm doing can't benefit me and whatever the future is, if it's tomorrow, the next week, next month, next year, why am I doing it?
Hey, 100%,
And
man.
if I can't answer that question, then you don't need to be doing it. And that's whatever, you know what I'm saying? So I would
100%,
say
yeah.
intelligent because I'm a deep thinker. So
100%, man. Yeah, that's a great way to think, especially as young as you are, man. Keep that same mindset and everything you do, and that's a great way to think. That's a great answer, man. Great answer. So you're coming into your freshman year, okay? So you're gonna have butterflies playing. You're gonna have first time stepping on the Autzon's field and that crowd's roaring. You're gonna have them butterflies. What do you do to calm that down a little bit to stay focused?
so I gotta trust what I've been studying, you know what I'm saying? So when I get on that field and coach calls my name and calls my number, I gotta trust that I was doing what I was supposed to. This is what I was saying, but the deep thinking and studying what I'm supposed to do, because if I was doing what I was supposed to do, I wouldn't have to get ready. I'm already ready. You know what I'm saying? So
100%.
I and big crowds never really affected me. Even like because I ran track and on the national stage, the Junior Olympics, you got all the people there. I tune out everybody. Like even when like my parents yell my name, like I was like, I can't hear y'all, bro. Like even nothing's in my ear. It's just I literally tune everybody out. And the best way for me to do it, like a big game like that or something, just act like it's practice.
Oh
Just act
yeah.
like
Mhm.
just act like they're the scout team and like it's practice. No one's there and just do you. You know what I'm saying? So that's really how I treat it. Like don't make it bigger than what it is. So just play
Yep.
football.
100%. That's just what I was gonna say. Is when I was an athlete playing basketball and stuff, my coach would say the same thing. When you go out there, just treat it like practice, and especially when you're having fun. That's the main thing. Is when you're having fun,
Right.
you're not as as like jittery, and you're just having fun. It makes it really easy to settle in the game for sure. So you started football. You said around age 10, tackle football, right? At what
Mhm.
age did you know you were elite at football? Like what age did you start knowing, okay, maybe I could take this to the next level?
I want to say about middle school. My eighth grade year, I would say, because so seventh grade, we lost the city champ. We lost in the tournament in the playoffs. Then the next year for cities for eighth grade, me and a bunch of guys was like, "But we're gonna win this year." And then I kid you not, all the way up to the state championship, I think we beat everybody by like 30 something points, 40 something points. And it was just like blowout after blowout after blowout. And that's when I feel like me and a couple other guys actually felt like, bro, we really like this at this football stuff, you know what I'm saying? So and then I talked to and then obviously my dad played football for a long time and then he gave me some pointers throughout, high school and whatnot. I would say eighth grade for me is what I really woke up and was like, I can really do this and then be one of the best in the country at it.
100%. Yeah, man. I'm gonna definitely have to check out your dad too, man. His highlights. That's good. That's cool that you had a dad, that played college football and and got to watch him, play and stuff like that. That's cool. That's what's up.
You ain't gonna find that unless it's gonna be in black and white. I'm gonna tell you that.
Oh, for real? It's like, okay, damn, my bad. All right. Well, so what was his name again? Your dad's name?
Robert Jackson the third.
Robert Jackson the third. All right. Well, I'll do my best to see what I can come up with, because I'm a Oregon football fiend, man. I always like to deep dive into everybody.
My dad is actually from Corvallis.
Really? That's what's up, man.
Yeah, he went to. I always forget the high school in Corvallis. It's Crescent Valley, I think, in Corvallis. Crescent Valley High School.
Yeah. Yep.
I think it's something. He went to that high school.
Okay, Crescent. I'm not totally 100% familiar with that high school, because I stay in Gresham in Portland, but yeah, I could definitely look into it. Wait, say it one more time.
Crescent Valley.
Crescent Valley. Okay, I'll search it up and I'll DM you back if that's the right high school for sure. I got you.
Yeah.
That's interesting though, man. No problem.
Hold up.
No problem.
There's light on.
You're all good, man. Go Ducks, baby.
Sir.
Yeah, man. Yeah, you're all good, man. Okay, so let's say any of your teammates might be watching this, future teammates, whatnot, future recruits later in the future. Let's say they watch this video. Speak to them real quick. What qualities make a teammate a good team captain?
Qualities to make a good team captain. I feel like you gotta have I gotta be able to respect you. You know what I'm saying? And we gotta have respect for each other. Obviously, there's moments where we can have fun on and off the field, but there's moments it's time to get serious.
Mm-hmm.
So I would say, no, be on your business. And if you're on your business, I feel like I ain't gonna have a problem with you. But if you not disciplined and not on your business, and you always clown around, and I feel like we're gonna have a problem, because first off, that's telling me that you're immature and you gonna have to grow up. But I don't know, if you just on your business, we can be chill. So
yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's definitely a time for fun, and there's time for for focusing, always. So yeah, and there's a balance on that for sure. So 100%. Now let's switch it up, man. I got to know you a little bit. Let's start talking about some Ducks, man. What are you most excited for about the 2022 season coming into your freshman season here?
Just the whole experience of college for me. Just to get used to everything, but I don't know. I just want to be able to learn, take this year as a learning period, learning curve. I didn't get a junior year because of COVID, all that. I even know some of the guys on the team didn't get their senior year because of COVID, right? Yeah, so tough. For me, and even my dad talked about it, you lost a year of football that you can't get back unless you redshirt or something. Yeah. He was like that. You always keep that option open. But even after talking to Coach Lanning after a few times, best players play. That's what he told me. And then so this year, if I can play, if I feel like I have a shot at playing for real, and not waste my freshman year, I'm gonna definitely strive to get there. But if not, then I want to use this year to get bigger, stronger, faster. And then when my time comes, then go all out.
Yeah, 100%. I definitely like that mindset you're coming in with, especially in the age where everybody's really looking to play coming in, and if they don't play, they're just transferring right out, which all respect to everybody's
so
different.
Soft. I'm sorry. That is so I understand there's certain circumstances, obviously I'm gonna use Travis Dye as an example. Obviously I didn't know dude at all, but dude got married. He's from Cali, his girl from Cali. That was a family decision that he made. So 100%. That's something that's different.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nothing to do with football. I feel like I haven't talked to him, but I feel like that decision had nothing to do with football. But if people are I don't play my first year, then I'm transferring. I'm not gonna name drop, but even at the All-American game, some dudes is if I don't play my first year, I'm leaving. I'm like, dude, that is so soft. They tell you, coaches tell you, oh, you can play your first year. Of course, they gonna tell you that. If they didn't tell you that, you're not gonna go there. You know what I'm saying? But you gotta earn it all over again. It's being a freshman in high school. You gotta earn it all over again. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, 100%.
That's what I say about that.
Yeah, yeah, that's a definitely great take. And I think that sitting behind the guys that are there, and you might, I've been there where I've had an opinion, and I think I might be better than somebody or whatnot, but there's a reason maybe why you're there, and you have to deep dig on where you're at, and really just build yourself, and watch the guys ahead of you, and see what they're doing that you might not be, and build your foundation as a player, and just get better each year, because it's proven. You look at stats on players, more times than not each year their stats are getting better. So it's just, it's pretty much proven that, you take more time on your journey, you'll definitely get the results better than going so fast. You know what I mean? But that's an interesting thing that you said, man. Some guys are saying already in this class that are coming in, if I don't start, I'm out. Yeah, I mean, that's just the age we're in, and everybody has their own take on it. With me, you spoke on Travis Dye a little bit. I definitely agree. I think it had more to do with family, and just what he wants to do family wise, more than football, because you look at it, and in my opinion, you look at USC, he's gonna be running behind a worser O line, and he could have been, in my opinion, the premium back. You look at Verdell, he left. He could have got most of the carries. And now USC brings in that Stanford transfer as well, that running back. So they're going to be splitting the carries. And I just, running behind a worser, a little, I don't know how to put this. Worser is not a word. Sorry, I'm having a brain fart here. But I would say declined offensive line rather than Oregon's offensive line. It just really didn't make much sense football wise. But he's got his girlfriend and stuff, and he's from that area.
It's not right, exactly. So it wasn't about football. You know what I'm saying? And for him to make a decision like that, if I was in a situation like that too, I would make the same move.
100%. Yeah, same. Talking about people leaving, man. What was your original thoughts on Cristobal's departure, and how did you handle that?
It was just like whatever. Like, you do you. That was the best decision for Coach. Like, he's from Miami. He went to Miami. Like, and obviously there was rumors, like, stuff about his mom and whatnot. Obviously, I ain't gonna speak on nobody's mom, but all those type of rumors and stuff, like, and you get an opportunity like that. So for anybody watching this, if you ever got an opportunity like that, would you make that decision?
Yeah, 100%.
I know I'll be like, yes, in a heartbeat.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? No question about it. They was like, Devon, you get a whole head coaching job. I'm from Nebraska. You get a head coaching job in Nebraska, and my mom's sick or whatever. You can, get to come back home. I'm taking it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's
especially for $80 million.
Right. And it's almost to the question, like, who wouldn't take that? You know what I'm saying? So
I ain't gonna lie. So Miami's lit too.
Exactly. Miami was in my final three.
Oh, really? Okay.
I came into Oregon. It was Oregon, Miami, and Arizona State. So
okay, nice. That's good to hear. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like he just did the best decision. Yeah, he made the best decision for him. You know what I'm saying? So
I agree.
Nothing but love for coach. So go
shout
be
out
great.
Cristobal, man. He did great things here, and I totally understood it. I got to say right off the bat, when I got the notification, I'll tell you I was surprised, just because it seemed like what he was building here. With the classes after class, I thought the work he put in here, that would make him want to stay. But at the same time, like you said, you're dealing with family, stuff like that, and then you're from there. If I was a coach coaching anywhere in college football and the Ducks came calling to me, I grew up in Oregon. I love Oregon. So I would, I'm coming back. So for sure. Exactly. I totally agree. Moving on here, we got Dan Lanning, the Georgia defensive coordinator. What's your early thoughts on him so far?
I can definitely say, for me, he brings more energy than Coach Cristobal did. Like, when I talked to Coach Cristobal, he was more calm, and he was just calm, which I can dig, because I'm a calm person myself. Like, I don't really get like rowdy stuff like that unless it's game day. then yeah. But for the most part, other than that, like, just day to day, Devon Jackson, I'm just a chill person. But Coach Lane, just talking to him, he'll get you hyped right there. Like, talking to him make me want to work out on the spot. I'm so serious. Like, he's just has that energy to him.
Yeah,
even through the videos and stuff you see, like, on Twitter and Oregon's page, like, you can see it through the videos. Like, the guys have a lot of energy. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I was watching the national. Sorry, go ahead, man.
Go ahead. I was gonna say, getting to meet the staff this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I got a feeling that a lot of the staff is gonna be like that too, with just a lot of energy and just have fun with it. You know what I'm saying? So that I can't wait to be around this. I can't wait to be around all that.
Yeah, 100%, man. I one thing about this staff is like, they're younger, man. They're young. They're more towards the age of you guys, and they bring energy. I agree with you.
I try to avoid saying that, but you said it, not me.
Hey, I think that's a good thing. I think it's positive. I think being a younger coaches, I think you're able, to connect with these players a little bit better because, you're around the same age, you're around the same age as somebody, you're going to connect with them, easier than you would somebody a little out of your generation, I would say. So I think that's a good thing. I think, especially I think Oregon fans want a coach to stay. Now, I know I always argue the fact that we're in a different era. I think, if coaching staff stay around 15 plus years, that's very rare. You're going to have to do a lot of winning for that to happen. So, but I'm excited for Dan Lanning. Him being young, I think that's a good thing for Oregon fans is, if he is successful, and he also he said in his media press, he does want to be here. This is his final step. He wanted to be a head coach. So I'm excited. I'm happy. Let's get I was gonna say also talking about Dan Lanning. I watched him on on the championship game, and ESPN cut to him, and he was talking to his defensive players. You can just see, man, the fury and the focus in his eyes talking to his players, man. He's like fired up, dude. It's just like what you said. Just I want to start working out. I want to just get
right.
Yeah.
I told you, man. Just,
Yeah.
do some push-ups right now or something like.
Yeah.
But that's what I feel like. That's what a team needs. You know what I'm saying? Even in my high
Motivator.
school, we had a coach like that. Our defensive coordinator at my high school was like that. He was the one that was all rowdy and get us going and stuff like that. So
Yes, I love motivators. They're awesome. So let's talk about the guys a little bit on the team, man. Are you maybe a little bit closer to somebody, maybe like a best friend on the team that yet, or you don't have really anybody that you're like really close with yet? You're still kind of meeting the guys, or do you have somebody that you're like, okay, yes, like one of my closer friends?
nah, for me, it's just still trying to like get to know everybody.
Sure. Yeah.
I will say, like I guess the closest person I know, but then again, I don't really talk to him. It's just like, oh yeah, I know who that is, like Avante. He's from Omaha, Nebraska too.
Are you talking about Avante Dickerson?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. Yep.
So
Nice.
we from the same area, but then it's like I never hung out with dude like that, but it's just like that's the closest face I can recognize. You know what I'm saying? Everybody else obviously was from everywhere else. It's not a lot of people from Nebraska that get, and chances to get to Oregon and all that. So yeah.
Oh, trust me, dude. I mean, in-state Oregon high school football isn't like, that elite out here. So, our athletes, I understand that completely. But hey, man, Nebraska's, I like the thing about Nebraska. The only thing I really know about Nebraska is like they got a lot of corn.
Yeah, it's not it. You ain't missing nothing. And the snow, I'm not a big fan of the snow. I'm really not.
Okay.
But I'm cool on this state. I'll probably never come back. I'm just being honest with you.
Hey, man,
nothing here.
That's fine. That's fine, man. Everybody got their own opinion about where they stay at. You know what I mean? The thing about Oregon, you said about snow, it snows a little bit here, but not like a Minnesota or Chicago, nothing crazy. You know what I mean?
Or Nebraska, you know what I'm saying? Like
Nebraska snows out there?
It definitely does every year.
Okay. I'm learning a little bit
but
about
it usually get bad around like January. That's when it really gets bad, but
okay.
I'm over it.
Is there any
one would say this my freshman year?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, yeah, you feel free to say anything you'd like, man.
I was gonna say my freshman year, it was a game. So my freshman year we won state. And so the game before the semifinals, there was a blizzard that morning. And later that day we had to play in a game. So we had like 6-7 inches of snow that day. And it all had to be shoveled. And then we all had like heaters by the on the field, like to keep our feet warm. And that day I told myself, I don't want to play in the Midwest. I'm so serious. Like I didn't want to play in the Midwest. I didn't. Man. Like so. And obviously I didn't go in the Midwest. I wasn't. Yeah. Nah, playing the snow, not it. Is not fun at all.
Yeah, I'd agree, dude. I played football for a couple of years. It wasn't my go-to sport, but I did play for a couple of years, and playing in the cold, dude, I hated it, dude. Like, excuse my language, but I fucking hated it, bro. I could not stand being like when you had to catch the ball, it hurts your hands. When you get tackled, it hurts because you're cold, bro. Like, I don't know, man. It just wasn't for me. So I could agree with you on that. But my next question to you was, is there any recruits in this 22 class that you're like really excited to play with in specific in this 22 class coming into Oregon?
I would say so. Trey John,
Okay.
he's a safety. I was actually with him a lot at the All American Bowl. Got to know him a little bit, and he's a similar type kid to me. Like, he's a quiet dude. He don't really say too much, do too much. You know, saying you can connect and click with people that act like you had the same mindset as you.
Yeah.
So I would say he don't get here till June though, because I guess his school won't allow him to leave early.
Oh.
But I say definitely when he get here, I feel like that's somebody that I'm gonna try to like click it over with. So
yeah, that was going back to kind of my other question, going asking you, who are you close with? That sounds like somebody you might get a little closer with for sure. That's awesome, man.
We'll see what happens though.
Hell yeah. What's one thing you feel like you need to work on your game? Like one area. If you had to say.
Just going sometimes, like, I don't know, be able to, I don't know, just go. I feel like just let go, and because sometimes I hold back because, like I said earlier in the interview, I was thinking too much. Like, oh man, this maybe you should go here. Oh wait, I didn't get that. What I think I was gonna get. Like, sometimes you just gotta be able to go, and that's not really something that like the coaches can do. That's like something like within me. You know what I'm saying? That I feel like I'm gonna fix it as soon as I get there, because my senior year, it was more like I already know I'm one of the best here or the best here. But now it's like I'm at the bottom again. So now I'm be hungry to go get it after it again. But
yeah,
I don't know. Definitely just take the game in, because going in college, the game's just gonna be faster. So be able to play with the game. You know what I'm saying?
Man, that's got to be wild, man. Just like in my own head, I'm just thinking like, you go from like in high school to being like one of the best players, feeling like Michael Jordan, to like now you're with guys that are kind of like the same as you. It's like, I never in my own life, obviously, I never got
to like that. I like that personally, because it's like when you on top, it look you boring. Like, I don't mean that in any like cockiness or that type of way.
I get what you
mean. But
it's
just like it's boring. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even like when I ran track, like I ran a 10.5.4 and 100. Else is running like a 10.8. That's if you know anything about track, that's a huge gap, and it's like, this is boring. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And even with like football, it's like I'm out here making a lot of tackles, and then 80% from the game, y'all running away from me. Like, that's boring. You know what I'm saying? So now I'm going against dudes that's older than me, just as fast as me, stronger than me, and now it's gonna be fun. And that's why I think like my sophomore year was like so fun for me, because it was like I was 15, going against dudes that's 17, 18, 19 years old. So it's like we're not the same age, but we're equal. But now I have something I can strive for. My senior year was like I don't really have nothing to chase now, because now I'm 17, and now it's like I'm a senior. Like, there's no one there to push me no more like that. You know what I'm saying? But now I get to go to Oregon, and it's like that all over again. Somebody can push me. Now y'all older than me. Now I have something to strive for.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I think in any walk of life you take, I think, having a challenge and something that you're a little, when you go against somebody that's a little better than you and something, whatever it is, or a little stronger, a little faster, whatever it may be, I think it challenges you, and mentally, physically, in all ways. If you challenge yourself, that's what makes you better. If you stay always the best in that comfortable area, like you said, it can get boring, and it can make you, not get any better, for sure. And that's my take on that, for sure. I agree. Any opponents in specific that you're looking forward to on the schedule for next year?
Definitely week 1. course. Obviously, we'll see if I even get in for that game, just depending on how this offseason goes. But definitely week one. I mean, we want to shock the nation like we did last year
100%.
when we beat Ohio State. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Yeah, 100%, man. Yeah, I
Beat
was
the dude who won the national championship. And then, yeah, and it's like, if we beat them, then it's like, all right, here comes the new era with Coach Lanning. And now what we finna do for the rest of the season.
oh
Because remember, Georgia beat Clemson week one, and low-key, even though Clemson won 10 games, it messed up their whole season. It messed up their whole season. And
yeah.
honestly, I'm trying to do that to Georgia. Like we finna mess up your whole season. So,
hey man, I'd love to see it. I'd love to see it. I went to that Ohio State game with my dad. I was able to take him for his birthday was around that time. And man, that was a special moment, man. That was a special moment because, you know, Oregon as a program, we've always, you know, we've been good the past decade. But the thing is we just never got that national respect of beating that blue blood team. And when we finally did it in their place, it was such a good feeling. And, you know, if we're to do it next year in the defending national champion. Now, remember, Ohio State is Ohio State, but they lost the national championship. This team, Georgia, they are the defending national champions.
That's what I said.
Yeah. So to do it in their backyard in Atlanta would be absolutely amazing. Definitely looking forward to that. Every year I look forward to the Washington Husky game. Huskies, you know, they're trash. You know, they ain't been that great, but I always look forward to it because, you know, there's history there. My dad, you know, he's always been a fan since like the early 80s, and the Huskies beat us up, you know, all in the 80s, all in the 70s. Oregon wasn't that great, but when the 90s came around, it really changed the program, and we kind of took a turn for the best in 94. That gangrene defense we had took us to the Rose Bowl, and we beat Washington that year. And that really changed things. Ever since 1994, I think Washington's only beat us 3 times. So, yeah, we're definitely dominating that. And yeah, those 2 games for me, I'm really looking forward to. And you're looking forward to Georgia. I'm, of course, looking forward to that one. So, how was your recruiting process? Who was your main recruiter? And how many? You already answered that. How many visits you took? But yeah, who was your main recruiter for during your recruiting process?
Coach Wilson. You know,
yeah,
when the
so.
linebackers coach before he came to head coach at Nevada. So, but yeah, that was a dude.
Was he trying to get you to go to Nevada when he went over there?
Nah, I think a lot of people knew. Like I feel like after like certain interviews, certain posts they seen, I feel like a lot of people caught on the vibe that I wasn't going anywhere. So they didn't mess with it. So
hey, well, I'm glad, man. I'm glad you're 10 toes down in Oregon, man. It means a lot, bro. On your visit,
and that tells a lot about a person.
Facts.
I get it. People be like, "Oh, I gotta make a life decision, and it's gonna take a while." No, it don't. I mean, I'm not gonna say no, it doesn't. Like you know when you know. You know what I'm saying? Like when you, even like with anything, even when you look at a car or something, you be like, "Oh, I know that's the one." Or you look at some shoes, "Oh, I know that's the one." Like when you go to school and you get around it, like, I know this is the one. Don't matter who's coaching me. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go to Oregon no matter what. That's how I felt about it.
That's awesome, man. That's good to hear, man. Yeah. I think for everybody, you know, everybody has their main thing of what they're committing to, you know, so it just depends on what you're really committing to when you commit, you know? So it sounds like you really like Oregon. You like, you know, you really like, you know, the facilities and everything Oregon is for, no matter who's coaching. So I'm glad. And like you said, as a person, it shows your character on who you are and your loyalty. So that's good. So on your visit to Oregon, man, what's one thing that really stood out to you, like that you came here and you were like, wow, this is crazy, that you've seen on your visit or experienced?
Something that wowed me. I mean, a lot of it wowed me. I guess the game day experience.
Okay. What game did you go to?
We played Arizona.
Oh, okay. I was there too. Yeah, I was there. Yeah, that was a close game.
Yeah, so it was more like I want to suit up and play in this, you know, in this stadium.
Yeah.
Type vibe. And it was like I didn't see myself anywhere. You know, when you put on the jersey, and like some people just do like the photo shoot, like sometimes always just for the pictures. Like when I went on my visits, like, could I picture myself being here? Like when I put on this jersey, put on this helmet, walk around the field, do I so see myself playing here? And it's either yes or no, no in between. So went to some schools, it was like, nah, I wasn't it. Went to Oregon, I was like, I want to play here. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing about else I want to do. So yeah.
Okay, this is not written down for me. It's kind of just a question that popped up in my head. Like I would want to know. So when you got your like first D1 offer, right, in high school, when you get that offer, was your head like, oh, bro, I got to go to this school right now, or did you know like, no, I gotta wait, I'm gonna get more? Because for me, I feel like I would be like, oh, bro, D1, let's go. I'm going. Like, I don't know. That's just me.
I know a few people that did that. Like they very first D1 offer they committed to, but their situations was different. But I got offered as a sophomore. Like I'm not committing as a sophomore.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. So yeah.
But my first offer was to Nebraska, and I pretty much already said I wasn't going there my freshman year. I said I wasn't going to the Midwest. So
yeah, right. Yeah, 100%.
I was done. So I got offered to Nebraska. It didn't even really hit me. Like the dude, it was the linebackers coach. He was like, "Oh, we want to give you a scholarship offer." I was like, "Okay, like cool." And then my dad, like my dad had to like kind of, I'm not going front, like he kind of like had to explain it to me on the way, like on the way home. I was like, "Oh,
that's wild."
And then that's when a lot of people like start calling me interviews. And,
did you play for the same high school all 4 years?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's all I was like. So for me, when I got my first offer, it was just like, it really hit me until like a couple hours later. So,
hey man, that's awesome, man. That's awesome. Do you have a favorite Oregon Duck player?
No, I don't. I didn't grow up watching Oregon.
No, yeah.
I'll be honest with you.
That's fine.
My childhood team school was LSU, and even then I didn't really know like players like that. I just knew like when I grew up, I did want to go to LSU, but obviously when I got older, that changed.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't really have a favorite Oregon.
Were you offered from LSU?
Yeah. So my sophomore year, obviously when they won the national championship, I swore up and down I was gonna go there.
Yeah.
But they ain't offered me till like the end of my junior year. It was just like, all right, y'all can piss off. Like, I'm going somewhere else.
Yeah, you know, if I had a late offer and I was like, you know, I was getting seen by these dudes, you know, I totally understand that 100%. But hey, man, I'm glad. I think the Ducks played LSU that same year, or not in I think it was 2011. Yeah, 2011. The Ducks played LSU when they had Tyrann Mathieu, and we had Kenyon Barner, and I think that was DeAnthony Thomas's very first game. And he kind of did struggle his first game. He had like 2 fumbles that game. Or no, I think that was Kenyon Barner. Barner had fumbles. But yeah, we lost. Can't remember the final score. But yeah, that was a game against LSU. That was tough. So what attracted you most about Oregon? If you had to choose one thing, what's like the most thing that attracted you?
Cause it was like chill vibes. And because obviously it's a college town type, but it's not like super rowdy and all that. I feel like just the vibe from Eugene itself and the campus, like it's chill vibes. And
yeah,
that's something that's like me, you know.
Yeah, that's what I was just gonna say. You have like those laid back, chill vibes. Like Eugene definitely does fit you for sure.
Exactly. That's why another reason why I went there. It's like that's what I do.
Yeah, it's great, man. Eugene's a great area, man. When you get down there and get all settled in, definitely check it out. And man, one thing, man, is the girls down there, bro. I ain't going. I don't know your situation, bro. Hey, man, I'm just gonna say, man, that's one thing too for me. But you know, that's all football, man. Let's get serious here. So what are some goals that you have for yourself, your freshman season specifically?
Learn everything. Get on the field if I can. If I feel like I have a chance to get on the field, like I said earlier, I'm gonna definitely go get that. Damn, wait.
You're good, man.
Dang, that's my little sister, bro. Like,
no worries. No worries.
I'm doing an interview. You gonna have to wait. Y'all gonna have to wait or eat without me. Anyway,
Got some food.
yeah.
Well, we're almost done here. No worries, man. I got one more
No,
question for you.
I grill. Actually, before I go on here, I grill some pork chops. I'm a big griller myself. Definitely can do it down with pork chops and steaks and all that.
Nice.
I definitely
Okay.
do that.
That's good to know. Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Throw it
but they're
down.
trying to rush me. Like, yeah.
Okay. Nice, man. Okay. Well, what are some goals that you have for yourself in your whole Oregon career? Like not just your freshman season, but when you walk away from the Ducks, what are some goals that you want to have, that you want to accomplish?
Um, be one of the best of all time.
Definitely.
Why do something? Why do something and not want to be the best at it? That's pointless to me. So yeah, that's like I said. I'm a digger thinker. Like if I'm gonna
100%.
do something, I want to be the best at it. Like even with video game stuff, because I'm a big gamer myself.
Nice.
Like why'd I play Call of Duty just to die?
Mm-hmm.
Why'd I play Madden just to lose?
Yeah, for sure.
Of course, if I'm gonna do something and want to do it on top of that, I'm gonna be one of the best. Like I want to go down as one of the best linebackers of all time. Just like my dad, he was one of the best safeties at University of Illinois. And like like when you go into each room and there's like pictures and people up,
Yeah.
like that's what I want to be. Like that's how my dad is. When we went to go to University of Illinois, like his pictures up. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I want to do. Like
Yeah.
20 years from now, and then recruit, like look at the linebacker room. One of the best linebackers of all time is Devon Jackson. That's how I want to be.
Okay. Nice, man. That's definitely a great answer, man. This was definitely a great interview. I could definitely tell you got a good head on your shoulders. You got a great character. And I think, your pops, from what he did, really put that in. I could see a good foundation for you on who you are and when you speak and what you're about. So I'm glad that Oregon has you as a person, man. You're very humble. You're very motivated and focused, not a lot of BS coming from you. You're really ready to get to work. And I do expect great things from you. So, based on meeting you, and I really appreciate you spending some time to sit down with me and do this interview. And if you want to talk to somebody, if you want to do another interview sometime, I'm always down, man.
No doubt. I'm always free. Like I said, I don't got nothing to do from here to March, so I can definitely do another one. Just hit me up. But
yeah, I always try to do interviews with players like in the off season. I don't really hit you guys up during the season because obviously, you guys got other things to worry about. But yeah, man, hey, I appreciate you coming through. Duck fans out there, if you guys want to subscribe right now to Duck Zone 503. I'm going to try to bring more players, more people, more fans even that have a good insight on Oregon football and break things down for you, man. If you guys ain't following the social medias, it's Duck Zone 503 on Twitter and Instagram. Go ahead and follow those and stay connected. And peace, y'all. Go Ducks.